Okay, here we are. We're starting the oil change.
Alright, so we've got the bike safely up on the lift. We're going to do a couple of things here before we actually start draining oil. We're going to remove the oil filler cap there, because that way you don't get a vacuum when the stuff is trying to drain out. It allows air to go in there and replace the oil that goes out. So, a big old slot right there, and that comes off pretty easily. Looks like it's got an O-ring on there. Got an O-ring that seals it. We're going to put that in our handy dandy magnet. Well, no, we're not, because that's plastic. We're going to put it in the little metal tin there anyway, so it doesn't get lost. We're going to use one of our handy dandy shop rags to cover up the hole. You kind of stick it in there a little bit. That way you just don't get debris and crap falling in there. You never know what's going to drift around in here. Next, you got this little guard up here in front of some of your ignition components. So we're going to go ahead and take that off so we can get to the oil filter itself. And then once we get the guard off, we'll see if we can get to the filter without having to actually take off the ignition components. Yeah, it looks like that's going to probably have to come off too. But once again, bolts in the magnetic bowl so it doesn't get lost. And on the plus side, that uses the same size wrench as the guard. Spin it with my hand. And actually, we're going to have to take this mounting bracket off too, so we can get to it. Fortunately, they're all 10mm bolts, so we can use the same socket.
Hot damn! I'll add that to my. I'll add that to my shop chart.
Somebody knew what they were doing when they designed this. Yeah, and these are actually all the same size bolts too, same length and everything. So you don't have to worry about like, oh my God, did I get this one in the right place?
Right.
All right, so now we got that uncovered, we can actually get to the oil filter.
All right.
And then what I do is, I'll look at like a bolt, like I was looking at the drain plug earlier, and I kind of take a scientific wild ass guess as to what size it is. Grab a wrench and put it on there and see if I'm right.
See if we can get under there.
Where did you go? Oh, there you go. Okay, it's definitely bigger than a 14. And if I'm wrong, I'll grab several wrenches that look to be about the size that it is, so I can get back up again. Alright, so that's going to be a 17 millimeter. Now when you're taking your drain plug off, the oil's going to start rushing out of it. You're probably going to get some on your hand.
Yeah.
But make sure you don't drop the plug into the oil pan, because it'll fall down into that plastic jug.
Yeah.
Then you're kind of like, then it's going to be a little ugly.
Yeah, I kind of know about that. I don't really want to tell that story on camera. There's a whole episode about that. I'm going to back away here so I don't get oil splashed on the camera. Probably set this right down on the ground. Let's see.
Yeah, it's not going to work well. Okay, so now I'm going to try and find a sweet spot for the oil drain thing here, where it's not going to fall off at a time. But I can kind of hold it here until it gets done draining, because there's not that much oil. And you can see, because this is why you take it for a ride first to warm it up, and you take that oil filler cap out.
Yeah.
This stuff is draining like nice and fast.
Oh, okay.
And because the bike is nice and level on the lift here, we can be sure that we're going to get like all of that oil out of there.
Nice.
Yeah, some people wear like the little rubber nitrile gloves to do this because they don't like getting their hands dirty, but me personally, I don't mind. Actually, now that we're down to just a trickle, we can probably get away with leaning it that way. You just run into the thing, into the hole there.
All right.
red shop rags, always important to have, you know.
Ah.
Good for everything, sort of item. All right, now that we've got most of the oil, I'll go ahead and work on getting that oil filter off of there.
Ah, okay. I'm going to move the camera a bit.
Okay, and for the oil filter, you know, we got various implements of destruction that we're going to attempt to use here.
All right.
See what works best. The climber manual suggests, you know, a socket type filter wrench, but we don't have one of those. So we're gonna, we got a pair of oil filter pliers.
Oh, let me get this. All right, I'm showing the tools here. Okay.
We've got oil filter pliers and we've got a strap wrench. If the oil filter pliers turn out to be a little bit too big, well, the strap wrench is kind of universal. It's just a matter of getting it on there to twist the thing off.
All right.
And when you put a new filter on, I mean, you really don't need to wrench it down too hard, but we'll see what the last person did as far as putting it on.